So, the sun is shining here in London, but it's not shining for P. Diddy because he is really upset. It's being reported in new articles that Hollywood and his close friends in Hollywood have completely snubbed him. Something tells me that he caught wind of the infamous Kris Jenner party and was sad that he wasn't on the guest list. Hey guys, it's Robin. Hope you guys are all doing well today. Daily and consistent content. Comment down below, give this video a thumbs up, and let's get straight into this madness that is going on. Free online sources are reporting, guys, that Diddy is really upset in prison because when it mattered most, his friends did not come and save him. There are people who built careers alongside him, an insider reported, but when it mattered most, they all disappeared. It's the ultimate Hollywood snub, because in this business, silence isn't neutral. Silence means that you are toxic. Silence means that you've chosen a side. And right now, Diddy is reportedly radioactive. That is how they are describing him in prison in these articles. Radioactive. That's how upset he is. I mean, he just got his prison sentence pushed back by a month. So, of course he's going to be really upset. Now, there's no evidence, guys, that any of his celebrity friends were involved in these, private freak-off parties. But did he expect people to come forward? He expected others to say something to help him in this moment of time. But it looks like Hollywood completely snubs Diddy, whether it be Leonardo DiCaprio, whether it be, JLO, or whether it be Bieber. He really expected something from them. And he's reportedly upset with Bieber because, of course, Bieber recently unfollowed him, living his best life with Hailey. They have marriage problems, but what marriage doesn't? And he's just getting on with basically becoming a father and just enjoying that side of life. So he really feels betrayed in this moment because he wanted those to come up and step forward for him and say something. Even a character statement. The only person in Hollywood that has done that is Young Miami. And really and truly, is she even in Hollywood like that right now? I don't know. I feel like the woman has already peaked in her career so soon. So I think that the statement really just fell on deaf ears and made no impact because he still did not get released on that date. So Paul Diddy, guys, is feeling it inside prison. Reportedly radioactive, really upset with the fact that his prison sentence has been pushed back and wanted the likes of Bieber, Leonardo, and JLo to say something. And he is upset with Bieber because he feels really sad that nobody's come and said something. They all went to his parties. If you were in Diddy's shoes, God forbid you would feel upset because, all of these people came to your home. They partied with you. They accepted the invitations. They were, clinking drinks with you, laughing, talking, etc., building business relationships. Whenever they desperately needed a favor, like Krista, he would do the talk show with her that she had that, didn't go anywhere. He stepped out of his way to help these celebrities and these people. But poor Diddy. When it comes to a scenario like this, all of these people are not there for him. They've dumped him completely, and he's upset that nobody came out. He's radioactive and destructive in prison. And something tells me that his prison sentence is going to be pushed back once again because this behavior is going to continue. He's not remorseful, not accountable, and not behaving properly. But behaving how he feels like he chooses to, because that's how this man has always lived his life. So, in my opinion, what a sweet article. Why would Hollywood come and, say anything? I'm not in Diddy's shoes, but, I can see why he thinks like that. But outside of Diddy's shoes, nobody wants to touch this man because it would be a brand killer. Brand killer. Young Miami has nothing to lose. So therefore, that's why she wrote that letter, but everybody else definitely does. And he's upset. He saw the videos, the stills, the pictures and everything of, Krista's party. He really wanted to be there. All of his best friends were there. Bieber was there. Beyonce and Jay-Z were there. Everybody that he was close to, they were all there. The Kardashian girls. Kenny's been locked out, and he's really, really feeling it now, especially after. Being punished for the secret alcohol and the secret three-way phone call, he's really feeling it. But something tells me that this behavior that he's exemplified is going to continue 110%. Now, let's move on to some Blake Lively news in regard to Justin Baldoni. She has just won a big win because there was a defamation lawsuit filed against her by a crisis PR firm. His name was Jed Wallace, and his company, Street Relations, filed a lawsuit against Blake Lively after she named both parties, along with Baldoni, in a December 2024 California civil rights complaint. That lawsuit, guys, has basically just been thrown out. And so that in itself is really, really good, because it was dismissed due to a lack of personal jurisdiction. The judge ruled Wallace did not establish that the Texas court had the power to deal with this case. So whether she's guilty or not, of course, is a whole different scenario in this case, but it's been dropped. And so the fact that this case has been dropped means that Blake Lively is winning more. Another loss of thought. Justin Bardoni had also been dropped a couple of weeks ago. And so the main lawsuit is still coming ahead for March, I believe, or for a hearing, a trial. But Justin Bardoni has taken 2 L's in this process as of right now. It's not looking good for him. If he doesn't win that other case, which I don't think he will, you're about to be snubbed out of Hollywood completely more than he did understand. Now, Kim Kardashian is, the talk of everybody because her net worth has just massively increased. The Skims shape skims her the net worth. The Skims are now up to $5 billion. Sometimes I just, get verbal diarrhea. And her own personal net worth has gone up to $1.9 billion. She's received an additional $225 million in new funding, probably from the billionaires that came to her mother's party. Krista Clever, which sends the brand's value soaring to its new sky-high number. Ski is already holding it down with multiple new stores, and they're opening a lot more everywhere. And the funding came from Goldman Sachs, who recently came to basically add a new surge of funding. So huge for her. This is like you can't even fault it. 3 or 4 years ago, the Kardashians were basically about to be irrelevant. Back to being quite boring. They weren't doing much after the Kanye stuff, but Skims came up out of nowhere and really helped Kim to go really far in this. And so, I feel like a $5 billion net worth for your brand and $9 billion net worth just for you alone are huge. And it doesn't stop there, because Jenna herself has just announced a new beauty mark. She doesn't seem to be slowing down after turning 70. In fact, she's full speed ahead because in a new trademark filing, Kris Jenner's company has just filed for Queen by Kris Jenner. It seems like the mama has big plans, and this covers beauty products, perfumes, lotions, body oils, beauty masks, and much more. And it looks like that she also wants to dip into makeup. And I feel like this could work really well for her age range. For people in the 60s and 70s marketing something like this for them. Especially because, women and men in that age range have a lot more money than anybody else. So this could be a perfect customer collection from, 50 to 70 in that range. And I feel like it would do great. It's going to cover lip gloss, nail polish, and artificial eyelashes, amongst other things as well. So they're not stopping, guys, anytime soon with their trademarks and with their businesses. And of course, Kylie Jenner is still huge. But Kim is the one who has blown everything out of the water with Skims. $9 billion is her net worth. Her brand is $5 billion. I feel like Kanye West even helped to produce this. But I'm glad that she changed the name from Kimona, which it was, and it was quite offensive to people, to Skims. Oftentimes, people don't want to change their brand company name if it's deemed offensive because they don't care. But when you do something like that, it could really be a blessing in disguise. And I think that here that's exactly what happened with Skims because it's a much better name. Let me know your thoughts, you guys, when it comes to this video. Do subscribe, comment down below, and give this video a thumbs up. I would appreciate it. It's just one click to subscribe. That's all you guys have to do. It really does go a long way. And I'll catch you guys soon for another